Tell us in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with everyone you know.
For my question, I understand that you tried to land a coaching job here in the Philippines. Is there something about the country that makes you want to get a coaching job here?
Well, the big thing was with the Philippines, for me, it really affected me when we played at the SEA Games in Manila, and the passion I saw from the fans in the stands. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to play, when you have such passionate basketball fans? That's the first thing that really affected me. Then if you go to social media, there's a ton of websites and the chat rooms and discussions all about the teams and about players and, Kai Soto going to make the NBA and this PBA team and, what's Tab Baldwin doing today? And if you're a basketball person and somebody has a passion about basketball, why wouldn't you want to dive into that, into that cauldron of basketball craziness? And then you're living your life every day surrounding yourself with people who have the same passion that you do. So that was the second thing, that really affected me when it comes to all that. Now, ESPN and those people, they called me about the national team, but I didn't get anywhere with them. And the college, some people put me in touch with the college, but they didn't even call me back. So I sent my stuff into Brian. He hasn't even done anything with it. So
Thea will explain to you what's gonna happen here on the second set.
Hi,
okay.
Coach. Well, things will be simple. You'll just have to choose this or that, or would you rather? Would you rather wear a clown wig or a clown shoes every day?
Do what? She has to repeat that. She froze up on me. What was that now?
Would you rather wear a clown wig or a clown shoes every day?
Clown wig. I have horrible hair. A clown wig might help. I'll go clown wig.
Okay. All day. Why?
My hair, I can't, I cut my own hair here in the room because everything's on lockdown. So I'm a mess. So I think, and maybe it might help me with the ladies if I just went in a little different look.
Would you rather have steak or salad every day?
Steak. Steak by far. I love a good steak. Absolutely. Steak. Hands down. Hands down. Nothing against
you love
salad.
veggies
I'll take
too?
a steak. What's that?
But do you love veggies too?
If I'll take asparagus or a good baked potato, but no green beans, no beans, none of that. But
None of the green
steak.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Would you rather be super strong or super fast?
Ooh. I think I'd rather be super strong. Yeah.
Why?
Super strong, because why do I have to be super fast to run away from anybody? I can just take them, wrap them up, turn them into a pretzel. So, yeah, I'll take super strong. I'll take super strong.
Next, Coach Chris, would you rather be stuck on a mountain or an island for a month?
Oh, an island. Island, because sand, well, it depends on if I'm with somebody, but if I'm with somebody I don't like, I want to be on the mountain so I can throw them up the mountain. And if I was but I'd rather take an island just because you got a beach, and maybe you might be able to fish a little bit. You have, I think an island would be a little more peaceful than living on a mountain. Mountain could be windy, could be cold, rocky, so I'd rather go island.
Okay, for my question, Coach, would you rather eat a raw onion or 2 pieces of garlic?
Oh, 2 pieces of garlic. I hate onions. I hate onions with a passion.
Why?
I think onions are horrible. So yeah, I'll eat three garlics in order so I don't eat it. I don't care. I'm not eating it.
Oh
How
no,
about
baby.
How about in a hamburger? There's onion in there, right, Coach? So you don't eat the onion there?
I'm pulling them out. No way. I can't. I don't.
How about
I'm not onions.
How about if someone cheated on you? It's like they put onion underneath. Would you like notice it? the onion.
If they put an onion underneath?
Yeah, and you wouldn't notice it. Would you eat it or would you spit
I
it?
think I'm froze.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just no onions. No onions at all.
Okay, next, coach. This is a little bit serious. Would you rather be loved or respected?
You know what? On a professional level, I'd rather be respected. On a personal level, I'd rather be loved. How's that? That kind of answers the same thing. But yeah, I think it's good. I'll stick with that answer. Everybody wants to be loved, but you don't always are respected. But I think on the basketball court, I think you want to be respected versus loved. But on a personal level, I'd like to. Yeah, so I'd say basketball because we're basketball. I'd say respected.
Coach, this or that, beer or wine? Beer or wine?
I didn't hear the question.
Oh.
What's the question?
Beer or wine?
I don't drink either.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't drink either. And it's not a question like I'm making a stand. I don't drink alcohol. No, I just, throughout my life, I just don't like the taste. I just don't like the taste of a beer, and I just don't like the taste of wine. It's not like I'm a non-drinker or anything like that. It's just I just don't like the taste. Every now and then, if it's presented to me, a shot of vodka or something like that, I'd take. But I'm just not a beer or wine drinker. I just don't like the taste. So I have to say neither for that.
Interesting.
Next, would you rather sing or dance?
Oh, I sing. I'm a good singer.
Wow.
I'm a good singer. Not really.
Would you like singing?
I can sing. Yeah, I can sing. I mean, I'd love to sing. I think people would laugh and point fingers and probably throw stones at me if they saw me dancing. So I think singing probably would be better. The lesser of two evils.
Last question for me. Would you rather be able to fly or be able to turn invincible?
Oh.
Interesting.
That's hard.
Well, I tell you what, I'd love to sneak around on some people, so I'd have to say invisible, because I'd like that. Man, I'd like to sneak around. Yeah, so I'm gonna say invisible. Invisible.
Can I ask?
Yeah,
Can I ask
flying
what
is
kind
pretty
of
good
thing?
because I can go across the globe. But
Yeah.
there's some people I like to kind of sneak around on and take a look. So I'd have to say invisible.
I think you're gonna have fun with that.
Yeah.
I'd have a list of people. Yeah, I'd like
Is
to.
Brian in your list?
No. He's on the no-fly zone. He's on the no-fly zone. But there are some models or whatever that I could sneak around on.
He
I
dropped
didn't
it.
think about that.
That would be my reason for being invisible.
Now, last question, Coach Chris, before we go to the third segment. Would you rather have no aircon or no internet for an entire month?
No.
In Thailand.
No internet, and what's the other one?
No aircon or no internet in Thailand for a month.
I take the no. I keep the internet because I could always go with a fan. So I'll keep the internet, get rid of the air conditioning, even though it's hot as hell here. I'll keep the fan and keep the internet. There you go.
Got it. Okay, so that was the end of our second segment. Thank you, Coach Chris, for being game. And we'll take a short break for our...
So, Coach, this is the last segment. It's a bit, not really, it's still about basketball. So, let's get to it. Let's start with, who's going to go first? Thea!
So, yeah, I go first. Coach, I'm interested. Aside from basketball and under normal conditions, what would Coach Chris would be doing if not basketball?
Watching the Miss Philippines competition, which I understand you were a runner-up with. I think, right? You were Miss Runner-up Philippines.
Oh,
Mr.
Coach did his homework. Coach did his homework.
Did some background check, huh?
You know what? I don't know. Just doing whatever. I mean, I like to watch a lot of movies on TV. I like to go out to movies. I like to watch a lot of things on the History Channel. But whatever, if I go out with some people that I really enjoy having time with, spending time with, it really doesn't matter to me. I just enjoy spending time with having company with people, that I enjoy. So it doesn't matter what we're doing. So if I'm by myself, yeah, probably just watching movies on TV.
Aside from Junmar Fajardo, who among the Filipino players would you love to coach or add to your team if they were available? Or assume that you are coaching in a country where they could be naturalized?
Yeah, Jumar's fantastic. I like Christian Hardinger too. I like Stanley Pringle as a point guard because he's so aggressive as a point guard. I think the young Kai Soto, just because he's so young and has such a great projection to be an NBA player, I think would be fun to work with. But really, my big dose with the Philippines was at the SEA Games. I didn't coach second window, so I didn't see the cadets up close and personal. I watched the game, but I didn't see it up close and personal. So I can only look at the PBA games that I've seen and the SEA Games team that I coached against, and any of those players, just because of the passion that they played and how hard that they played. But Fajardo's my favorite. Stan Hardinger, Stanley Pringle. I think those are probably my big three. I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coach, for my question, can you name the most memorable game that you have coached so far? It can be, could be anywhere.
Again, this goes to like before, memorable in college when we went to the Final Four. It wasn't the Final Four game because we lost in overtime. I never watched that film, because it's just so heartbreaking to me. I haven't watched it to this day, but I'll watch the game of, when we played the number 2 team in the nation and beat them in overtime. I can watch that game all the time. While I'm here in Thailand, any of our SEA Games I've watched numerous times just because we really played well. We were really in sync. We played Vietnam, we played Malaysia, we played Cambodia, we played Indonesia. I can watch those games. I don't watch the Philippines game because it was a mess for us. But those games I really enjoy watching. So any game that I take pride in that we performed well on the floor, that we showed a good product on the floor, and it looked like the team was well coached, those are the games that I like to watch.
But the most memorable you don't really have, like one game. No,
that's really most memorable. They're all. Like I said, if any game's a good game, that's memorable for me, but not one that really sticks out as like my number one overall game. No, a championship's a championship, is a win, and a win is a win.
Okay, so Coach Chris, if there isn't any memorable game that you remember, I want to ask you if there is one game that you can recall that was the toughest for you when things seem to not work in your favor.
Yeah, that probably was going back to college, losing in the overtime in the Final Four because we were down 2, and guy shot a 3. And rolled in, and we lost. And I think if we would have won that game, we would have been in the championship game, and we would have blown that team out. We would have won, and we would have been national champions. So that game, really looking back, really sticks in my craw more than anything else, is because we made such a great run. We played a team out of California and won. Played Union, was the number 2 team in the country and won. Played a team out of, the run was just boom, 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 boom. We got to the Final Four and we lost it in overtime just because that shot rolled in. And that shot rolled out, we'd probably be national champions. So that was one that if I could, change the trajectory of the ball just a little bit, that would be the one I would go back.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Only here on V81 Radio, Manila.